How we doing today, man? A little bit later of a video. I'm gonna try and hit all the talking points I have because, yeah, today was a bad day in terms of the piano. Really bad day, and it really shouldn't have been. I think that's what the most frustrating part of today was. That shouldn't have been a bad day. Our first trade was great. And we missed a good trade. I got a lot. I got a lot to go over, but I'm not disappointed because. And again, I've mentioned it, and when February or March was a really bad month, my best month on YouTube, our YouTube's been falling off the cliff compared to where we were in March and February when I was getting my backside handed to me every single session. We're doing better than then, but first day of the month, or first training session of the month, and we're down 300. I have these off, not because I'm trying to hide anything. Obviously, I have nothing to hide. But because I've been noticing that this balance has been really affecting my mental when I'm trading. It has really been affecting me. And matter of fact, I'm actually going to switch my trades to ticks because, yeah, I need to. I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to do that right now because, yeah, I need something. I need something. Ticks, percent, points. I don't know. Is ticks or points better? Someone let me know. I'm going to do ticks. And then how do can I even turn off those colors? Can I turn off the colors? Because that would be good too. So we'll just do that for now. Let's see how that works on the practice account.
Order filled.
So ticks. Cool. Does it multiply? Like, for 2 micros, does it multiply? I guess it doesn't matter. But ticks is a lot better than... I don't know if it even is better, honestly. I don't know if it will be better or not. I don't really think it matters, but, like, what was 43 ticks, 47 ticks? Like, would that be... If I didn't have that on... I'm just kind of, like, walking through what I'm trying to think here. Let's see. What would this look like? 16. Like, I don't know. 47 ticks? Oh, so it's the same amount as dollars, so that kind of sucks. I don't know. I'm not going to change it right now, I guess. You guys let me know. Does changing to ticks help you or does it not help? I don't know if it's placebo. But I turned off all the balance and stuff because that has been affecting me. What was the main problem today? We lost 300. How did we lose 300? You see the trade. My first trade was here. How did we lose, right? If we took that trade, how did we lose? That's the question of the day. Wow, we have so much to talk about. I was on live stream all morning in the Discord, and till now. And shout out I forget his YouTube name, dude. I'm subscribed to my other account. Let me pull up on my phone and I'll shout him out. But he was there, helped me a lot. He was helping me a lot today because we were working through some of the mistakes we're making. And yeah, let me just pull up his channel real quick and then we'll get into it. But yeah, he was helping me out. We were on live going through it. So if anyone was in the live stream from the Discord, they would have already seen this. Okay. I don't really know how to even say his name because I'm an idiot. But this is the channel. Low Sauceum. That's probably it. I'm an idiot, right? I can barely read. He was helping me out today. He's a really good trader. And he's just in there giving me some good advice, right? Where did I go wrong today? What was I looking at today, at least? Let's go over that first. I'm all over the place. I've been talking for hours. I saw this 4-hour gap, and I saw this higher time frame gap, or this high time frame level right here, and I wanted to see us end up getting into the 4-hour and getting above this high. Market opens. I have absolutely no trade here. I have no trade here whatsoever. I can't trade this. I don't trade right at market open. I don't just chase green candles. We run the highs. Cool. That is fine. We get into the 4-hour gap, and we have an SMT at the highs. So we have an SMT right here. We have an SMT, and we sweep at the high. What do we then get? We get a nice reversal. I should have taken this trade, but I didn't. The main reason I didn't is because I'm so used to us doing this, re-sweeping and then getting the move. So I wanted to see if I was going to take this trade, I would have wanted to see a resweep. And we didn't get a resweep. So we instantly dump. We get a tap back into the inversion, trade lower. This is a really nice run. I just don't trade like this. I don't have conviction in this type of entry. Any of these entries would have been great. Any of these shorts would have been great, but that's just not my trade requirements, right? Would have been great. Any of these shorts. I just, it's not mine. It's not mine, and that's fine because you don't need to trade everything. You just need to trade what's yours. I could have taken this inversion and targeted a 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. I think I'm going to start going for 1 to 1.5s or 2-to-1s at least, so I don't have to be as right all the time. But this would have been a good trade. I mean, this would have been a monster trade. And I just have to start building more confidence in my trading and in my eye. So then what happens? One of the biggest things that I've taken away from today is that I need to start looking at YM more. I don't ever look at YM. Why do I need to look at YM? Well, YM today would have helped us out a lot in terms of confidence. Why? We have London low right here. Right here, we sweep London low on this move down at 10 o'clock. We swept London low. If we take a look at NQ, and we're going to go over this as well from a different day, but if we take a look at NQ, we have a lot to go over, man. So this is going to be a great video for my learning. If we go to ES, right, and NQ, we have the low from New York or London, and we never swept London low. So we have this SMT. So this trade that I ended up taking actually was really good. What was the trade? We had a fair value gap inversion right here. We traded back down to the fair value gap, and we close above. We get a change in state delivery out of the 1 minute gap and of the reversal with the SMT. And we had SMT with these lows too, with ES. So we had a bunch of SMTs. I just wasn't super confident because I didn't know London ran, and YM has been doing it on the last 3 days that I took losses or didn't take trades. I could have looked at YM and saw SMTs. So I need to start looking at it more. I need to get another monitor or something. Do you guys look at YM? I don't know. I don't know if you guys do or not, but it could have saved me. So I literally take this trade. I get in. I get a pretty bad fill. It fills me like up here, but I got in on the change state delivery. I should have gotten in lower, so I'm just going to show me what I should have gotten. And my stop loss was below this low. If I would have just let the trade play out, and again, it's always this, and this is the hardest part with trading, is because I make mistakes all the time. This trade, I'm not even going to lie, even if I didn't lose on this trade, what did I do? I saw this, as soon as this candle closed here and then started printing lower, I closed the trade for a small loss. Lost $115 right there. Shouldn't have lost because it didn't hit my stop loss. It's holding the CE of this inversion, and I shouldn't have lost. I just shouldn't have. I got panicked. Had a little bit of a bad fill. I didn't want to lose. Closed the trade for a small loss. What do I get to watch? Chop, 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 chop. This candle would have ran up higher. ES would have made an SMT at the time right here. Right here. So I would have probably moved stops to break even, especially with this chop, and then got stopped at break even, unfortunately. But break even's a lot better than losing, right? It's a lot better than losing. So if we didn't even move to break even, we would have seen this candle come in, boom, 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 chop again, and then the displacement, and then we would have ran to this would be our high confluence target, 2-to-1, and we would have had an amazing day. We would have had an amazing day if we shorted here. So what happens? We lost, and then I try and force trades, and this is just not a good trade. Why? Because we don't pull back, and we're chopping. I don't even need to spend much time going over this trade. I want to go and show you guys. And this trade shouldn't have been a loss either because we ran this high on ES. And we ran this high on ES. And I should have gone break even. But because I lost on this trade earlier, I was really wanting to get a win. So I left my stop at break even. And then at the last second, I moved my stop down to here. And this candle comes in, dumps, and gets me out. And then I try and take it one more time. Even though we had still just been chopping. I try and take it one more time here. And immediately lose. And then I close my account. So what am I happy about? I didn't keep trading to my max loss. I had $100 left, and I stopped for the day. I didn't dig the hole any deeper. I shouldn't have been this deep in the hole anyways. Probably should have stopped after this loss. But I didn't dig the hole any deeper, so I'm happy with that. Frustrated with these entries. It's technically following my rules, but They're not high quality. And I want to show you guys a screenshot. When this is what we were talking about, the live chat and the live call. This is an example of a trade where I'm losing often. Where I see price run. This is 9:30 open. We see the price run, hits my objective for the day. This is the 1 minute chart. Comes down, chops, and then I try and take a long, and then I lose. And then I try again, and I get stopped at break even. And then I try again and lose. And then I'm frustrated. I try and short because, oh, we must be going lower. And then my original idea even gets hit. But why do I get chopped up in this? I lost $400 on this day on the XFA account. I lost $300 today on choppy price action where I shouldn't have lost. That is $700 of the like 800, 900 that were down. That is 700 of it from mental errors. Closing a trade early, that was a winner. Getting chopped up in bad price action. I don't need to be trading after this. Today, I could have avoided trading. Why? Well, we run up, take the high, we miss this move, we run short, we run lower, we miss this move. Day could be done there. Price becomes very inefficient afterwards, right? Very inefficient. We take forever to get back up, but we do. And this wasn't a bad trade, and this trade was better because we hit a valid liquidity pool, we hit an SMT, we had a reversal, right? This trade's a lot better, but after I get in this trade, I shouldn't lose on this trade without getting stopped out. I shouldn't be manually closing this trade, and I did. And this was the difference between a winning day, or at least a break-even day, and not. And then I get back in, and I throw away more money, right? Should never have happened. So it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating because it's so simple, yet it's so hard to actually practice. It's so hard to actually practice. And again, we've made so many similar losses. Here, a very similar day. If anyone knows how to get this replay mode out, tell me, please. Very similar loss. The move of the day happens. This is the move I should be trading. Right here, this long. I don't take it because I don't like the close, this inversion. But why was this trade so much better? Because we had liquidity, due to swing off open, discount. We trade down to a 5 minute. If we look at this, right, we trade down to the 5 minute change of state delivery, pretty much, maybe ES did. We have 3 highs, we have this high over here, and we get the pullback to a 15-minute gap. If it loads, hopefully it loads. Okay, I was gonna say, 15-minute gap, we reverse out of it, and I don't take this trade. And this was a day where I lost $330. So, I'm reviewing today, the day that I showed you the screenshot. That's 2 days. And then today, that's 600 plus 4. That's $1,000 on 3 days. I lost $1,000 across 3 trading days. All of the trading days were where I was making bad errors. I took a long here. It's not a bad long, but I should be done for the day. When this trade runs and I don't get in here for whatever reason, and the trade runs all of my targets, when my targets get taken, I need to find a way to step away because everything's low probability. Notice we get the run to all the draws and liquidity. What happens? Chop work. Even though we could get some setups, right? A long out of this was better than my long here. I shouldn't have shorted, but because of not getting this move, I get involved in this, and this is where I get chopped up all the time. I rarely ever lose in situations where we're in towards a clear draw on liquidity. Like this trade here. This was a trade that I took to a clear draw on liquidity. This is why it was my best trade in so long. It's because this trade was to a clear draw on liquidity, London highs, after making an SMT with YM at Asia low, after getting a nice 15-minute reversal, after getting 5-minute inversions. This is my trade. This is my bread and butter. I need to wait for these setups only. And if this trade played out, notice where I lose. Notice where I lose. I lose when I hit the objective, right, this line, and then what? I keep trying to trade. Look at the chop. It's not a coincidence that every single time we hit the objective for the day, we start chopping. So what happened today? What happened today? We hit the objective once, we hit an objective twice, and then we get a reversal out. And we don't have the momentum to keep going. So we chop. We chop. Why? Because we moved already. We already moved 180 points, 200 points. After this, even though this is a good setup, notice how choppy it is. Look at those candles. It's very choppy. Look at after. It's very choppy. Why? Because we already had the liquidity purged. We swept out London low, and we swept out Asia high and previous sessions high, right? That's the day done, right? That's the day done. And that's the part where I'm struggling to just follow my rules every time. That's the part where I need to do better. Not take those losses. I can't take these losses anymore. And I shouldn't be closing trades early. If I get in this trade, I should let it hit stop loss or take profit. And I know this. And I know this. I know the problems, but it's so hard. That's why I make these videos. That's why I'm staying positive. I'm never going to make a video and talk down on myself ever again because I'm getting better. Today, I learned a lot. I learned the same lesson that I've been learning. Don't trade during this. And it's not like this trade was a secret. This trade, it's not like it was a secret. Like, oh, it's not like this candle closed up here and then start chopping. We'd been chopping. We had been chopping. So why am I taking a trade when the fair value gap that was made made at 1038? Why did I take it? It was in the macro. Honestly, that's probably part of the reason. But I don't need to be taking a trade that takes 19 minutes to inverse after chopping in a 24-point range. Why? Because it's lower probable. It could work. That's why I took it, but it's lower probability. So today, even though I lost, I got a lot better because these are the learning lessons. You don't lose in trading, you just learn, right? You just learn. What happens here? We generate liquidity and then we run the relative equal lows and then we make the move, right? Very high resistance after big expansive moves. This is 3 candles and it goes up 100 points. And then it goes up here and then it has a big reversal and I don't get it, and that's fine because there's going to be days where we get the trade we want. Like the one I just showed you guys with the perfect draws. I should stop trading when I don't have a clear, very, very clear and obvious draw on liquidity. I need to stop taking those trades. And then when I do take these good trades here, I need to let them play out. That's it. That's all it is. I don't have anything else to say about it. That's all it is. That's it. Those are the mistakes I'm making. And that's why I document. I document to learn so I can reflect, so I can show the real process because this is trading. I feel like the only people that leave hate on my account, they're not people that have been trading for more than a month or two. Because if you actually trade, you understand that's not easy. It's not easy to become good at trading. It is not easy. I'm working my butt off to try and become profitable. I am showing up every single day. I'm reviewing all my mistakes. I am trying my best. But what is trading going to come down to? It's going to come down to waiting for my best model possible, holding my trades, and using proper size. That's 3. That's the only 3 things you need. Besides your strategy, the only 3 psychology things you need are wait for the best setup that you know. You don't have to be perfect, but you should always be taking the best setup that you know, that you have seen. So always try and take the best setup. Always hold your trades properly and use good size. Those are the only 3 things. There's nothing else, right? Obviously your strategy, but in terms of psychology, there's nothing else. What am I doing well? I'm taking good size on my trades. I'm not over leveraging. That is a great thing. I have 1 of the 3. I'm 33% of the way there. What have I not been doing to my best of my ability? Taking without hesitation the best setups, right? The best setups. Because if I were to, and then what does that cause me to do? It causes me to be more anxious in my trades, causes me to close my trades earlier. Why? Because if you're not in the best possible setup, you're not going to be as confident. So if I can get to where I'm only taking the best possible setups, cutting my trades and holding my trades properly will become easier because I will have more confidence, more conviction in what I'm doing. So I just need to make those fixes, and when I keep practicing those good habits, I keep practicing patience, I keep stepping away when I need to, I will become who I know I can become. And that's trading. That's part of it. That's the process. And that's what will get better. So I'm not disappointed in myself. I'm happy to learn. I'm happy to get better because it's not a overnight fix. Trading isn't a get rich quick. I think the people that get mad at me are the people that want it to be overnight success. They want it to be quick. They get mad at me because I make it look hard. I make it look like it is. Trading is hard. If you're a struggling trader, it is hard. It's not you're not dumb. You're not dumb. It's hard. It's against human nature to trade well because you have to battle fear, FOMO, greed, all of the things. It's very hard to trade, and I'm showing a honest representation of it. You might like it or love it, hate it or whatever, right? And I'm sorry if I frustrate people with making the same mistakes, but this is me. These are my demons I have to get over. These are the demons I have to battle. These are the issues I need to correct. That's what I have to get better at in my trading. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's trading. That's where I need to get better, and that's where I'm learning. So I'm not going to sit here and cry and be upset. I'm done with that. I'm done with that because I'm going to keep trading until I succeed. I will succeed. I already know I will succeed. So I'm not going to sit here and be upset. I'm not going to sit here and think about quitting trading because I know I've already won. I've already decided that I'm going to win. Now it's just about letting my weeks and months and years catch up to where I already know I can be and know I will be, right? That's all it is. Take better trades more consistently and operate at 100%. I'm not operating at 100%. I'm operating at 90%. And small things, me closing this trade early, if I would have just waited 2 minutes, I would have never closed this trade. It would have been really frustrating. Maybe I would have stopped break even, but I wouldn't have lost. And if I didn't lose, I wouldn't have taken this trade. And if I didn't take that trade, I wouldn't be down 300. So it's small things. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, yes. I get that comment. Oh, he shoulda, woulda, coulda, king. No, it's this. Look, man, one small decision to close the trade early here caused me to lose, caused me to keep looking for trades, one small thing. It's like a domino effect. You knock one domino over, knocks them all over. You have to operate at 100%, and I'm not operating at 100% yet. If I was, I would be profitable. So I have to try and move the needle as close to 100% as possible. I'm really excited for the things I got coming up. I'm about to start making more videos. I'm about to start doing like a vlog type recap, a trade recap at the end of the week on Saturdays, that like edited kind of stuff, like behind the scenes. Like I'll probably just, this is what we did today, this is what we learned, blah, blah. Not like anything in depth. These trade recaps are going to be the in-depth ones. And then I'm going to do like a vlog, kind of like, if you guys have seen the guy, I forget his last name, but Jack, I think, on TikTok. He does like pressure washing stuff. He's pretty cool. I've been seeing some of his videos, and it's kind of inspired me to want to start doing that because I pay for Adobe and stuff for my other channel that I haven't made a video on in years. So I'm going to start posting there and here. I'm really excited for that. Shameless plug, man. It genuinely helps me out a ton when you guys use my code on Apex and Alpha Futures. Please run up that code, man. If you're going to get an account anyways, please use my code. Again, it helps me out a ton, and I appreciate every single person. We are $110 away. We are $110 away from giving an account away. Obviously, I wish I could give away $1 million. I don't have the bread like that. But when the Alpha Futures code hits $110 more of commission, I am giving someone an account. I'm going to Venmo them the money for the account. So look out for that. Screenshot is how you enter. And yeah, again, shameless plug. I'm doing it at the end of the video, though, because if you've made it this far, you probably don't hate me plugging the code. But please, like, it helps me out a lot, right? It helps me out a lot. You guys don't even want to know how much money some of these guys probably make from these codes, because I have made from my codes almost $1,000 in the last like 50 days, which is life-changing money for me. And again, so I can never overstate how much I appreciate it. But some of your favorite guys that are so profitable at trading, just give me that commission instead, right? And I'm, you don't have to. But if you're gonna buy an Apex account, you're gonna buy an Alpha Futures account, throw your boy's code on it. It gets you the same discount. And it helps me out a lot more than it helps out your favorite creator. So I appreciate you guys a lot that watch the videos. The channel's been a little bit stagnant, and that's mentally tough too. But I know if I just become a better trader, the channel will grow. So it's on me. Bad start to the week, but it's not the end of the world. We'll be back, right? We'll be fine. We have an XFA ready to go whenever. We'll be fine, man. It's just part of it. Yeah. I am about to have to buy a new phone because my phone has been dying at 50%, which is not okay. It is not okay. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do that, and instead of buying maybe a PC that I want to buy, because I can't really afford either. I mean, it's not really a wise purchase, but I use my phone a lot for content, and I need to get one, and it dies at 50%. So a little update there on life, and yeah, man, I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys. This is a very good day of learning, right? Very good day of learning. It's not fun to make these videos. It's not fun to make the same mistakes, but this is trading. This is what my channel is to emphasize. If it even just helps one person realize that they're not alone in making mistakes and that trading is hard, that's all it's supposed to be. I'm not trying to make trading look impossible like it may seem. I may make it look impossible, but I promise you I will succeed. I just got to keep putting my faith in Jesus. I got to walk with Jesus. I got to put my faith in him. And just start being a better man. And I think things will happen for me better off for it, right? One of the things that stuck with me that I want to mention real quick is someone made a really good point. They said, hey, if God gave you all the things that you wanted right now, like if God gave me money, do I think that I would be better off for it? Would I really stay closer to him? And the answer is probably not. If I start becoming really successful trading, made a lot of money, doing all these things, I start blowing up as fast as TJR blew up, I'd probably be making a lot more mistakes. I would probably doing a lot worse things. I'd probably be falling into sin a lot more, right? So and again, I don't know, but maybe I have to get closer to God, closer to Jesus, before He can give me the blessings that I want, um, because maybe He knows that if He gave me these things I want, who knows? He knows better than me, right? So that's what I have to remember. Jesus has a plan for me. God has a plan for you. His plan is a lot better than mine. It's a lot better than yours. And whatever it is, it's perfect timing. It's perfect timing. It is perfect timing. If you remember that it's perfect timing, then you can't worry about anything else. I deal with a lot of FOMO, anxiety, fear in my own life, not even just trading, just fear, anxiety. I have to remember that there should be none of that because God's timing is perfect. I just have to keep trying to put my eyes on Him and try and be better. I need to do better. I need to start reading my Bible more. I need to start praying more. I need to be a better man. And I need to start shifting my focuses, man. I've been slipping a little bit in my personal life. I'm not going to really get into that much, but I've just been slipping, man, doing things I don't need to be doing, and I can do better. So I just want to mention that because, again, it does make sense. God probably knows if He gave me the money, He gave me this to give me the freedom, I'd probably be doing stuff that I don't need to be doing. So I need to try and, if I can't be focused on Him now, what am I going to do? It's just going to amplify, right? I heard Antonio Brown, or is it Antonio Brown? Maybe AJ? No. The guy from the Eagles, AJ Brown, the number 11, who won the Super Bowl. He was saying it. He was like, "Look, I see my teammates that get a lot of money, and it doesn't make them like bad people, but it just makes them. It just gives you access to things. Like gives you access to more girls, more money, more drugs, more whatever, right? It gives you access. And if I was rich, who knows what would happen? So maybe that's what it is. I need to become a better man for the blessing. It's kind of like they kind of like say like, is God going to bless you with a wife? If you keep disrespecting His daughters, right? If you disrespect women, not like in a horrible way, but like if you treat them as whatever. If you just look at them if you're just being lustful, all these things, like, is God going to bless you with your wife? No. Why would He bless you? Because of all those things, right? Why would you be getting that blessing if you're not in the position to deserve it, right? So you have to try and always be more. What's the word? You need to be looking for. You need to be the person that deserves a blessing, right? Because why would God give you something if you can't handle it now, right? If I can't handle the money, if I would go off and be worse, right? He would know that. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not what it is. Regardless, we're getting better. We're improving each day, trading. One last time, please use my code Alpha Futures to Apex, code Diego. It really helps me out. That's the last time I'll say for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I appreciate anyone that's watching the channel. Yeah, we've been on a little bit of a slump for the channel standards, but just means that we were hitting some great highs, right? We're still doing well. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.